For the past few months, the city of Portland has been considering a divorce from Multnomah County when it comes to working on homelessness. This week, Portland took the first steps in filing for that divorce. 3 city commissioners agreed to draft an ordinance that would terminate the Intergovernmental Agreement, or IGA. That funds the Joint Office of Homeless Services. The scorned county, which stands to lose about $90 million in city money over the next 3 years, is not taking it well. The city and the county have been working together under the joint office since 2016. But lately, those city commissioners say it hasn't felt much like a joint effort. Under the current IGA, the city sends around $30 million a year to the county, which ends up being about 10% of the joint office budget. A big point of contention, city leaders say, the county uses some of the money to hand out tents to people living outside, which the city then pays to clean up when they sweep homeless camps. The city says they're bound by a settlement agreement to keep sidewalks clear of camps for people with disabilities. The county says handing out tents is a humanitarian response to this housing shortage. Portland had asked the county to come up with a policy around tent distribution, as well as one for harm reduction tools for drug users. And some city leaders say the county's not making enough progress. Here's what they said during council this week.
There's definitely been an improved reset, but it's going so slow. And so the truth is we have to collaborate on so many issues with the county, because that's just how it's set up. And so, of course, we're going to keep collaborating, but financial swaps with no substance, it's just time to move forward. There's just no reason to keep this non-joint office limping along with these type of conversations. We should be focusing on action and results and our mutual responsibilities to get that going along. And just remember that this is a taxpayer's money, and they asked us to provide services and move people off the streets and into shelter and into housing. That's it. It's not the county's money. It's not Metro's money. It's the taxpayer's investment.
Several city commissioners say they want to keep working together with the county on homelessness, but they don't want to have to buy a seat at the table.
There's no path forward on houselessness without a partnership with the county. However, our current partnership is not focused on the primary goal that this council needs to focus on, and that goal is reducing the absolute number of people who sleep on our streets every night. So I do believe it is time to hit the reset button in our relationship with the county. And in order to get from here to there, if that means terminating the current IGA and opening up a new one, I would very much appreciate the city attorney's assistance in moving in that direction.
Commissioner Renee Gonzalez agreed and formally asked the city attorney to draft an ordinance to terminate the IGA.
I have every confidence in our ability to work productively with our county partners, but without important and meaningful answers to the impacts of current policies on our small businesses, neighborhoods, and public right-of-ways, and without addressing very real concerns over the viability of a responsible handoff of successful run shelter sites to the county, we cannot simply push forward with things as they are. Things must change, and I believe we should have a serious conversation as a council about what the future of this partnership looks like in terms that meet both the needs of those struggling on the street, as well as residents who want to live in a healthy, safe, and vibrant city.
Only Commissioner Carmen Rubio opposed terminating the IGA. Mayor Ted Wheeler wasn't there, but he did say yesterday in a tweet that terminating the IGA would be short-sighted. Commissioner Rubio says she wants the city to stick around and keep trying to work things out.
I feel like we still do need to see this through. We still need each other. We're always going to be intertwined. So for me, the idea of the IGA helps us give us a table and gives us the parameters to have that conversation.
Ever since that discussion on Wednesday, Multnomah County Chair Jessica Vega-Peterson has been tweeting up a storm, calling the move a stunt by people who are trying to get your vote. 3 of the city commissioners are running for mayor, and Dan Ryan is running for city council. Vega-Peterson sent us a statement writing, "The majority of city council says they don't want to work with the county to end homelessness, the #1 issue our community cares about. That is the opposite of responsible leadership. When I'm faced with hard problems, I dive in and try to make the decision that will help the most people. This stunt does not and will not change the actual work we're focused on at the county to shelter, house, and support everyone in our community for a safer and better Multnomah County. The city's attorney says he can draft an ordinance this week and council can put it on the agenda. If it's approved, the city would have to give the county 90 days notice that they're terminating the agreement, and there would be a winding down process before it's all over. Meanwhile, we spoke to the head of the Joint Office of Homeless Services, Dan Field, who said the discussion around terminating the IGA is political shenanigans.
The entire city council is running for office, and I'll let them speak for themselves. Our job is to do the work, to keep our head down, to honor what the voters and taxpayers are asking us to do, to reach out to people who are living on the margins of our society, who may be homeless or at risk of being homeless, and to engage with them and bring them into housing and in some cases shelter. And we'll continue to do that.
He admitted that the Joint Office still has a tall mountain to climb when it comes to solving homelessness, but he says they're making the progress the city asked for.
We've hit a lot of those milestones and honored a lot of those commitments. We're certainly not there yet. We're not where we want to be. We still have people sleeping on our streets. We still have people unsheltered in our community. And we're going to work tirelessly until we have everybody off the street and into shelter or housing.
So what do you think? Do you think the city should pull out of funding the Joint Office of Homeless Services or try to stick it out and work together? Send us an email at thestory@kgw.com or leave us a voicemail 503-226-5090.